Ipswich Town?
Ipswich Town walicharaza mtu nyumbani. They got their first win of the season.
Okay. Their first?
Yes.
Hey.
You see, there are levels of depression. So you mko sawa.
Do you know
now there's a team?
Do you know if any fan of Ipswich Town though? Gaza King, have you ever heard of an Ipswich Town fan?
the last time they were in the EPL was back in the late 90s.
Okay.
So early 2000s.
Yeah.
So they're called the Tractor Boys. They haven't been here for a while.
Okay.
But at least on Sunday, waliamka na Spurs. And they got a really, really good win away from home.
Okay.
That's a positive thing.
It is a positive thing.
It's one of the teams that was promoted this season. Southampton as well and Leicester. And of those three teams, I think Leicester, the team that can probably survive. Because for the past two seasons, I think when you look at the qualities of the teams that have been promoted, they haven't been able to really go to really have a chance to fight against the teams that were there in the previous seasons. But looking at it from a Spurs point of view, I think that was a bad loss for them. I think Uncle Ange might be in trouble after such a poor performance.
Exactly.
If he doesn't get the boat quite right, he might be leaving.
It's gone sink. They will capsize. Okay, very interesting. So there are also troubles. Let's now proceed over to KPL. Troubles over at Gor and AFC from Yeshan.
But bado mashida zinaendelea AFC na Gor kidogo. But there have been you could say consultative meeting.
Yes, consultative meeting. Yes, they're consulting
in terms of looking at Gor, especially the fans, they're not happy with they have not been happy with the team's performance.
Yes.
First it started with a draw when the game ended in a draw, but Gor were already 2 up. Then Murangasil waliamua indo siku yetu. They decided to come up with a draw. Then they've had a run of I think 2 losses for Gor, and the fans have been really vocal about it.
Yes.
Because Gor is one of the 2 biggest clubs in Kenya, so I think the fans are quite right in terms of they have to make sure that the team maintains its standard.
Precisely. Which is why actually there's this gentleman called Steve Omwashi, huge fan of football. He says, asked it about our local football players and coaches, sai wako pressure sana. Kwanza AFC, Gor, Shaban and Police FC fans, tunataka results bwana. Salary yao iko juu.
Kwanza talking about Shabana. Shabana also their fans weren't quite happy.
Yes.
Because they lost at home. That's Gursi Stadium. And
it is very embarrassing.
Shabana, you know how their fans are. You know how the kind of support that they get, especially when they're playing at home at Guzi Stadium, and them losing in that manner, kidogo tashwish.
It almost feels like every fan of this, amazing teams are like coaches. They have graduated to coaches, to coaching, because they look at this game, they don't see the performance, and they're like, we cannot continue like this. And it's a positive thing, actually. It is because it keeps them on their toes.
It means that
it's not business as usual.
It means that the fans care. There is some form of investment for these fans, because look at they pay for the games they're going to watch. You could say team membership cards as well, because some of them subscribe to it. When there's something, let's say merchandise for the club, those fans buy it. So they have some kind of investment for the teams. So them expecting high standards for their team, I think it's only right.
To whom much is given, much is expected. So they have to deliver the expectations.
But as of now, KCB are still top of the table. I think it's good. This season, the EPL and the KPL, I think they're kind of more or less similar.
So different.
In terms of, when you look, it's like kind of an open race. You don't really know, you don't have a straight favorite of who's going to win the league.
It's almost not predictable. You are unable to tell this one is automatically going to win. So a lot of surprises here and there. A complete antithesis of what we saw in the previous season.
Of course.
So this is a very interesting season. Looking forward to seeing how things are going to pan out. All right. So DJ Gaza King, your final word as we are wrapping it up on KPL and the pressures as to what Stephen Wash is saying. A lot of money is being spent, fans are also investing, but we don't get the results. Is it a positive thing now that you're seeing Kenyans actively, hugely? It's an extra layer of activeness. participating in this games and demanding for better. Yes, not just on matters political, but in the field as well.
Because that's how we'll improve our football. In the country. And also timu yetu kama Harambee itaanza kuget peer results huko nje. Because the same people who are playing for the clubs here are the same people who are chosen to play for the national team.
Interesting.